My name is Theresa. I was a student at Mary Washington for 4.5 years. I majored in biology and I am a recent graduate. So before I attended college, I attended Sunday Mass with my family every Sunday, but I didn't attend daily Mass. I didn't realize that was a thing you could do. I attended a Catholic grade school from elementary to middle school, but it didn't really instill in me a desire to have a deeper prayer life, to go deeper in my faith. I learned all the basic prayers, but I never learned how to pray. So when I came to Mary Washington, I sought out the Catholic Chemist Ministry on my own. I knew that I wanted to continue going to Mass every Sunday, and the building right across the street from the University Center seemed like the best way to do that. My initial impression of the Catholic Chemist Ministry was that it was filled with joyful people who really wanted to see more of me, as they continually invited me to attend discernment groups and Bible studies and just multiple activities in the Catholic Chemist Ministry. Honestly, my gateway into being a part of the CCM was a wrong assumption on my part. I knew that the best way to make sure I attended Sunday Mass was to give myself a responsibility to be there. So I knew I could sing, so I signed up to join the choir. The music director emailed me back. I auditioned one Sunday. The same day I was part of the choir, had a seat. And I figured it would stop there. I had a guaranteed seat every Sunday Mass, no matter how many people showed up. And then I got invited to the Sunday talk afterwards, and I was like, okay, I'm not doing anything else. Go to dinner, go to the talk on relationships, listen to Father Vicarow's excellent, hilarious stories that he's accumulated over the years, interwoven with really good advice on building friendships and dating intentionally towards marriage. What else am I doing Sunday nights? And then from there, it was easy to say yes to the trip to McDonald's afterwards and Settlers after that. I'm not doing anything else Sunday nights, and I made some really good friends, some of which I'm still friends with now 4 years later. And from there, I just kept saying yes to discernment group. What else am I doing Monday nights? I don't know a lot about religious life anyway. And there's free food. Who turns down free food? Being part of the committee to help out with the Sunday talk, I'm already going, my friend's in charge. Why not? I'm already doing it. And then from there, it just kept going to daily Mass. Why wouldn't I want to spend more time with Jesus? Adoration was the same thing. I think one major moment where it really hit me how much I had grown in the spiritual life was when the pandemic hit during Lent of 2020. Suddenly, I couldn't go to Masses either daily or on Sundays. I couldn't go to adoration. I couldn't go and visit my Lord. And I wanted to. My family watched live stream Masses on Sundays, but it wasn't the same for me. And then the biggest moment was when Easter Vigil hit. We watched the Easter Vigil Mass from the Basilica of the Immaculate Conception in DC, but instead of feeling joyous at the resurrection, I was sad. I wanted to be physically present. I wanted to lift my voice in song. I wanted to watch as members of my community were baptized and confirmed, and I couldn't do that. When I was younger, I would have very willingly not gone to the Easter Vigil Mass. Entirely too long for me, but now as an adult, I love going to it, and I will gladly choose it over the Easter Sunday Mass. As far as giving advice, I have two kind of cliche answers. The first is do not be afraid, and the second is take the leap of faith. Anyone inviting you to do things at the Catholic Chemist Ministry is honestly hoping that you'll come because they want to know you, they want to encounter you, and they want to meet you. If you're asked to be a leader at the CCM, again, don't be afraid, be at peace. Father Vicarrow and the campus ministers are very deliberate in who they ask, as are the committee heads. You're not going to be asked to do something that you're not going to be able to do. Even if you think you're not capable of it, trust me, you can do it. Otherwise, they wouldn't be asking you to do it in the first place. As far as encountering Christ, again, do not be afraid. Jesus made you. He already knows everything that you're scared to tell him. He just wants you to come to him so that you can know him better. He wants to wrap you in his love. He wants you to know that you're beautiful. He's just waiting for you to invite him in. Don't be afraid of inviting him in. Specifically, I would say get involved in the Catholic Chemist Ministry in some way that has a commitment attached to it. Bible studies meet once a week at a consistent time and are a great way to encounter Christ, both in the scripture and the other people attending. Beyond that, don't be afraid to volunteer yourself for responsibility, especially in places where if you have talents that you know will do well. Don't be afraid to join the choir, to lector, to usher, to volunteer to be an altar server. And if someone comes up to you and asks you to do something that you don't think you're qualified for, don't be afraid to say yes to that. Someone thinks you're qualified, otherwise they wouldn't be asking you in the first place.